bit stuck.
There's quite a lot of fun and gallivanting around in this film. Was part of the challenge kind of looking like you weren't having fun? Because your character's not meant to kind of enjoy Mr. Poppy's plan.
No.
But it just looks like quite a lot of fun with a lot of kids around you.
I'm glad it looks fun. Yeah, well, obviously, yeah, from Mr. Peterson's point of view, it's a living nightmare because everything that he knows he shouldn't and can't do, he's being forced into. You know, he's suddenly by accident has kidnapped a bus load of school children.
Come on, back inside the school. Brandy!
It's not his best day. It's not his finest work as a teacher.
That man is a classroom assistant.
Yeah!
That's right.
I think he's actually certifiably insane.
How did it feel reprising your role as Mr. Poppy? Because essentially in this film it just looks like you have a lot of fun. Is that what it was?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Good gig.
It is a good gig. No, you don't. It's not work. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's great because you get to turn up and hang out with children who are really instinctive and funny and then respond to the scene that's happening in front of you. It's great.
Yeah, there are a few moments when takes sort of dissolved because we couldn't quite keep a straight face any longer. But also you just get into the kind of madness of it as well, and there's a sort of fun in getting more and more irate.
Can you just tell us a little bit more about your directing style? Because for people who don't know about it, it makes quite a big difference really when you're watching the film, when you've got that in your head.
Yeah, well it just means that I have the story and I know what the story is, but I don't tell the actors very much, and they certainly never read any lines or anything like that. So they make up their own lines, but I tell them what each scene is about. And we all shoot it in order, in story order, which in most films you don't do. So they go on a journey, literally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and they find out how it ends just as we finish filming.
We are holding auditions.
They tried to make me go to rehab.
And what's it like working with Debbie and her unique style of directing, but also doing that all with children like that? It must be almost easier than if they had lines to remember and things like that.
It really is. I think that's where Debbie's onto a bit of a winner here because children respond in the moment. I think if you give a child too much to think about, they will start assessing everything, and improvisation leads to children just instinctively responding. And that's the key, I think, it's key to life, but it's also the key to making a fun, improvised film.
Teachers are losers.
And how did you kind of cope with that many children? Because I think there's more children in this film compared to the first one. Did you have any tricks up your sleeve to keep them entertained?
To be honest, the kids were easy. It's Mr. Poppy that needs containing.
Yeah.
I'll rip your head.
One of my favourite parts of the film, it's quite a big chunk of the film, you know, going down the river, walking through the fields, climbing down mountains with you and David and all these kids. What was that like to do?
Amazing. It's real. So sometimes I think, obviously, if you watch, I don't know, a Peter Jackson movie and there's a big shot of some people on the side of a mountain. Debbie's films, you're doing that. So you're climbing a mountain and I've got a child on my shoulders. I think it's a bit dangerous, it's a bit wet, a bit slippy. But you're just doing it. So when she pulls to that wide, that's not CGI. We are climbing a mountain and she's left us there.
Yeah, we were certainly up some mountains. It was very cold. We filmed it in the wilds of Wales last winter.
You weren't wearing enough layers either.
No,
I was worried about you.
I really wasn't. But again, that was sort of the story. The story was he was very ill-equipped for everything that was happening to him, so you just had to kind of live the dream a little bit, yeah, or live the nightmare.
I think baby's done a doo-doo. Oh!